Hey peeps, it's Sophie from Disrupt Tutoring, and as always, such a pleasure to join you. Today we are dealing with the 2018 physical science paper for grade 10, and it's the November paper. So let's read the question first. So it says a baby leaves a bowl of food on the floor and crawls westwards to fetch a toy placed 5 meters away. At the same time, a dog walks eastwards towards the baby, and it takes the baby 30 seconds to reach the toy, and the dog walks past the toy to eat the baby's food in the bowl. Great. So let's start with the first question, and it's a theory question. And it says, define the term displacement in words. So displacement is the difference or change in position in space. So there's a very important distinction to make between displacement and distance. So if I use this example, if I have a position A and a position B, and the same thing on this side, I can walk directly to position B, or I can walk in this roundabout kind of route to position B, but the displacement stays the same. There's the displacement. So just because I've walked a very roundabout route to get to B, my change in position is still from A to B. The distance, on the other hand, would be this roundabout route, which you'd have to calculate. But it's not the case here. This is just asking for displacement, so it's just the change in position. So let's erase some of that and get... So with that in mind, it asks for the position of the dog relative to the baby before they both moved. Now, relative to the baby means that it's the baby's point of view. So where is the dog in relation to the baby? And that's just 7 plus 5 meters away, which is 12 meters. So you can see it's this distance here. Okay, cool. So let's get into some of the calculation questions then. Okay, so for 2.3, they say calculate the average velocity of the baby. So now we know that average velocity is the change in position over the change in time. Now it gives us that the baby takes 30 seconds to reach the toy. So we can use that information. So we know the change in position is 5 meters, and we know it takes 30 seconds. So the average velocity of the baby is then 0.17 meters per second, and this needs a direction because it's a velocity west. Okay. If they asked for speed, you wouldn't need to put the direction, but this is a velocity, which is a vector, which needs a direction. Okay, and then question 2.4 says, if the average speed of the dog is twice that of the baby, calculate how long it would take the dog to reach the food bowl from the moment the dog started moving. So let's first calculate the speed of the dog. So they say that it is twice the speed of the baby. So that is just 2 times 0.17. Okay. So that is equal to 0.34 meters per second. And that is the speed of the dog, doesn't need direction. But then it says, calculate how long it would take the dog to reach the food bowl. So we can use the same formula that we used up here. So I'll just write it out again. It's V is equal to change in X over change in time. And we know that the X is 12. And we don't know the change in time. And we know the velocity, or the speed, is 0.34. So we can solve for change in time to be 35.29 seconds. And that's how long it takes the dog to reach the food bowl given its speed, which is twice the baby. Okay, that is all for this question, but before I go, I'd like to say a very special thank you to our epic sponsor for making this video possible. You can read all about them in the description below. Also, be sure to visit our website for more of these epic tutorial videos. If you can't find the answer to your question, you can send us the question and we'll respond with a personalized video just for you. But until next time, stay epic.